The wait is finally over. Dan Herkert, the Commission Chair of the Alton Amphitheater Commission. Puddle of Mud coming to the Alton Amphitheater August the 2nd, and really just another great show to add to the lineup of the amphitheater events.
Well, we're glad to be bringing a rock show back. The last couple of years, we've done some R&B, some 90s music, and some country last year, so it's nice to bring a little alternative rock back. It's done well in the past, and hopefully people come out and see Puddle of Mud. They put on one heck of a show.
I mean, she hates me. I mean, who can't go wrong with something like that? Plus the ambience of the riverfront, especially on a summer night like that, it's going to be really, really cool.
Oh, absolutely. The riverfront's going to be rocking on August 2nd. Doors open at 6. The opener is at 7, and Puddle of Mud will take the stage at 8.
Now, really quick, ticket sales, when do they start?
Tickets will be on sale on Friday at 10 a.m. through MetroTix and MetroTix outlets.
Now, when it comes to, booking an opening act, what goes into that? Is that an inventive thing, or is that something that Puddle of Mud contributes to?
We go back and forth with them. They usually have the final approval on who the opener is, so that's still being worked out, and that'll be announced in short order. But we wanted to get this announced and get tickets on sale so people can start buying those VIP tickets.
Well, and when it comes to that too, the partners that the amphitheater has to put on, the VIP section of that, which I think is one of the better tickets in the region when it comes to a truly a good event experience. When you have that on tent, you have the catering option and everything that comes with it. Take me through the ins and outs of that and putting that component of this together too.
Well, the VIP tent, all of that is put together through Eventive, through our production team. We're looking at partnering with Johnson's Corner again to do the food for this event, because they know the ropes, and they always cut us a really good deal. They want to see the community succeed too, so we're trying to help each other out.
Well, and what I think's really great about this is when you look at the lineup that you guys already have. You have the anchor events, what are always great for the family, but this show is going to be really one for all ages, and one that everyone can go out to and have a really good time at too.
This'll hit that what we like to call the sweet spot for ticket sales with people that can afford to go out to a show. It's going to hit that right demographic for us, and we're pretty excited.
And now, did you mention meet and greet, or do we know anything about that yet?
That's being worked on.
Okay.
There will likely be one, but it's still, the details are being worked out between the production and the band.
Well, and the partnership that you have with Eventive is something that I think is truly one that needs to be talked about, because all throughout the off season, and this is just something because I know you're looking at events all the time and looking at acts and just seeing where the numbers are and if it makes sense. And whenever you're working with Eventive, take me through how that short list is developed and how you pursue this.
Well, it helps because with Sam Foxman at Eventive, he has the relationships with the various agents and the acts through his 25 or so years in the business, or even longer. I don't want to date him too much. So they reach out. We get a list of availability. Usually, because we're on a tighter budget, it has to be somebody that's routing through the Midwest. And then we look at the numbers. Do they make sense? We look at ticket sales. We look at history of bands, and this is one that made sense. It's a little cheaper than we've done in the past because we do have a little bit tighter budget this year. Any sponsors out there, we're still taking your money.
Absolutely.
Come on board.
Well, it's true though, and I think sometimes we mention that every time you're on the show, but the sponsorship dollar is what truly drives the event. I mean, you and I have talked about this. You'd love to put on these big acts all the time. It's just making sure that the resources are there to actually do this.
I'd love to see events down there every weekend from May through October, but it's a matter of resources. The city only has a certain amount of money, so we have to go to sponsors. And really since COVID, our sponsor dollars have been down because that just changed the business world. But we still are out there hustling, and we'll talk to anybody. If one of our levels doesn't work for them, we'll try to work out a deal specifically for them.
Well, and honestly, that's where I think this show is really impressive, because when you bring out an act like Puddle of Mud, especially, like you're just mentioning, I mean, that's a pretty big show for, most areas and most towns when it comes to bringing in a performance. And when you do this, it just adds to what you guys have already done. I mean, we've gone through the Uncle Crackers and the Under the Suns and the Kenny Rogers, that have come down here, but you keep adding to that, that lineage of who's played there.
Well, and we try every year to go back and forth between the different genres. So when we can't do more than one or two shows a year, we're trying to hit it so everybody gets a shot of something they like. That's why we kind of went back to rock this time, because we haven't done that for a while.
Well, and take me through the Amphitheater Commission meetings. What's it like getting ready for this? Is there a voting? What's the voting process look like?
It's a matter of we all sit down and we look at the avails, and we all discuss what we think is best and what we think will work the best, and then we basically take a vote, and we have event have put in the offer.
Well, and now just adding to the event list for the Alton Riverfront, August the 2nd is when Puddle of Mud is coming into town, which is going to be a great show. I mean, they really do put on a hell of one, and it really just adds to it.
And it's on a Saturday.
Well, and too, that's what I'm saying. It's even better for folks that want to attend because you have that, that weekend experience, and you're able to relax and maybe enjoy yourself a little bit more and enjoy the great alcohol that's at the Alton Amphitheater too.
Well, it's food, it's beverages. Pricing, again, is going to be good. The VIP is only going to be $65
Oh,
for
that's
this.
nice.
Reserved $46.50 and general admission $34.25 for what'll be a solid probably 2.5 hours of music between the opener and Puddle of Mud.
Oh, it'll be really good. And also, I mean, the fireworks on the Mississippi is going to be here before we know it. This month has already kind of flown by. And how was the First Responders Carnival? They
did very well. I don't have the numbers in front of me, but I know that Lures was able to give back to our first responders. They had pretty much perfect weather other than the last day, that Saturday when things had to be shut down because of weather. But that's the chance you take. But kudos to Andy Shaindienst and Lures for putting that on and giving back to our community.
Well, and also, so with that being said, fireworks on the Mississippi, then you go into what's your next event after fireworks?
After fireworks would be this concert, Puddle of Mud. Fireworks on the Mississippi, July 3rd, like always. We'll be announcing the entertainment for that soon. We're trying to firm up a couple of things. Then the Food Truck Festival on the 23rd of August. Jazz and Wine Festival August 30th, and then right into the Expo September 4th through the 7th.
Well, what I think's really smart about how you guys lay this out is because, during June and July, I mean, families are going on vacation all the time, and, folks are kind of traveling. So whenever August comes around, the kids are getting back into school, and it gives everyone an opportunity to truly, go out if they want to.
Well, we've always been leery of Junes because of high water. We've been through that before. It's never stopped us from doing something.
No.
But when you look July, August, September more than you do in June, even though if the right thing comes along, we do May, June, even April.
Well, and now with that being said, MetroTix is going to be the online ticket supplier when it comes to the Puddle of Mud show. And when it comes to local ticket suppliers, do you have one this year?
It's all through MetroTix.
Oh, really cool. And coming down the pipeline, we'll be talking with Dan throughout the summer as events get closer. And I know that as we get closer to Puddle of Mud, we'll be promoting it and we'll be, having a lot more to say. But also, I mean, this is great. Doors open at 6. It's going to be a really great event. Puddle of Mud takes the stage at 8 p.m. And now, what I have to ask you is that the last couple of years, Dallas Martz has been here to introduce the act. Who is going to be the introducer this year?
I have not even thought that far ahead. Getting this deal done was the first step because you got to get contracts done. It has to go through legal and all the different red lines that happen. So just being able to get this done, get tickets on sale, we'll worry about everything else going forward.
Well, and also too, the volunteer groups, that make up the amphitheater are going to be a part of this event too. And it seems like just from who I've spoken to that a lot of the volunteer groups are already set. And so you were saying that a lot of them have already been asking
they've already been reaching out. The ones that have been there before, we're trying to start plugging people into the calendar. If there are any other volunteer groups that are interested in volunteering, they need to reach out. They can get a hold of me. They can get a hold of Lindsay Younger at Park and Rec, and we can try to work them in because we're always looking for volunteers.
Well, and that's what I was leading to. Did you have a certain volunteer group for this particular show yet? Or
we have not firmed up the schedule because when we do it, we do the entire season.
Oh,
so everything's blocked out. So we're not hustling. We try to stay ahead of things. With us being volunteers and Park and Rec, Lindsay does a heck of a job for as short-staffed as they are. We're trying to get as far ahead and get these things scheduled as we can.
Well, as you guys are just tuning into the show on this Wednesday morning, Puddle of Mud is coming to the Alton Amphitheater August the 2nd. This is going to be a hell of a show. Doors open at 6 p.m. You have the opener, and then Puddle of Mud takes the stage at 8. We'll come back with Dan for a little bit more of this conversation as we continue this really exciting news that, man, just more great music coming to the Alton Riverfront. You stay there. We'll stay here in the studio right here on Roku TV.
When I got in the car accident at the ER, they gave me a prescription of hydrocodone. And over time, it took more medication to mask the pain. I moved over to drug seeking and found heroin and fentanyl. I went to the Centerstone rehab facility, and it was the best decision I ever made in my life. I have my own car. I have a job. There's nothing holding me back anymore.
Do you need to declutter your space? Time to call me, the Queen of Junk. Since 1993, we have grown to be the leader in residential, commercial, and property management junk removal. At Sparks Junk Removal, we are eco-friendly. We recycle, donate, or repurpose items back into our community. Trash is our last resort to the landfill. Plus, with our all-inclusive service, our crews handle everything from labor to lifting and landfill fees. Give us a call or visit our website, sparksjunkremoval.net, to reclaim your space today.
When you need a project done right, on budget and on time, trust Gillahan Concrete. Gillahan handles every kind of project, big and small. Commercial, industrial, residential, from room additions and garages to patios, driveways, and more. Gillahan brings quality and experience to every job. Family owned with over 30 years of service to our community. Call today at 618-781-3914 or visit GillahanConcrete.com.
Looking for the best barbecue in Madison County? Head over to Carver's Barbecue in Godfrey, Illinois. From loaded barbecue nachos to mouth-watering pulled pork, brisket, ribs, and more, Carver's serves up award-winning flavors you'll love. Family-owned, Carver's is all about fresh-made in-house dishes served daily. Come visit us at 2716 Groveland in Godfrey, or give us a call at 618-467-9999. Order online, get it catered, or stop by for the best smoked meats around. Where great flavors meet family tradition, you'll find Carver's Barbecue.
Have a rash, pink eye, or urinary tract infection and need care now? OSF On-Call Urgent Care is here to treat you. Start a virtual visit 24/7, whenever and wherever you need it. It's just that easy. OSFOnCall.org/virtual visit.
You're listening to Our Daily Show with CJ Nasello on RiverBender.com.
Welcome back to our daily show on this Wednesday morning. Yes, oh yes, Puddle of Mud coming to the Alton Amphitheater on August the 2nd. Always great whenever you join me, Dan and Phyllis, on the big act that's coming down to the riverfront and really just adding to the excitement that's down there. And, tickets go on sale Friday, and it's going to be what I think is such an affordable price for such a great show. I mean, this is really great. You said VIP was $65?
VIP is only $65 for the full reserve seat, reserve parking, access to the VIP tent. So we expect this one to sell well. Alt rock and rock has always sold well for us. So I'm fingers crossed we're going to do well with this show.
Well, what I think's really cool is, like you said, just diversifying it. You know, you had the last couple of years we've gone from Boys to Men to Scotty McCreery and now to Puddle of Mud, and even before that with like the Beach Boys and Better Than Ezra. And it's just with what you guys can do and what your resources are, you always try to find a way that you aren't sticking into one avenue. And like you said, this is the sweet spot for really all ages to come out, and especially August the 2nd right before school starts, going and just enjoying a nice Saturday night.
No, at the end of the day, it's all about the budget. We look at the numbers first, and this one made sense this year. But like I always say, the amphitheater is a catalyst to bring people to town and get those people to spend money, because then the small businesses make money. The city gets sales tax. There's restaurant tax revenue. There's hotel tax revenue. The idea is get people to town so they can experience all that our community has to offer.
Well, and we'll link that MetroTix link on our article on RiverBender.com, and especially when that goes live on Friday, so we can start getting the word out there, so you guys can get your tickets now. Because really, it's even if you just maybe you only know a couple of songs from Puddle of Mud, it's such a nice atmosphere out there, Dan, with that riverfront in front of you. If you haven't really gone and experienced a show, I mean, I think that's something that people really need to do.
Oh, you're hard pressed to find a better venue to see a live show, whatever genre is on the riverfront, be it the Jazz and Wine Festival, a concert like this, or even the fireworks on the Mississippi when we have one of the military bands. Anytime you can see live music on our riverfront, you're hard pressed to find a more scenic venue, a nicer venue, as long as it's not surface of the sun hot like some summers are.
That's true. That's very true too. Well, and now what like I said, August is really when all the fun starts to really pick up, because then it ends with the expo and the Bud Summers tribute. And with that being said, with a group of you guys being volunteers, you guys have a pretty good group to keep really getting out there, especially with with all the other things you guys have going on in your day-to-day lives too.
Well, it's sometimes it's like having a second job, but it's one that's very rewarding to see people have a good time and utilize our riverfront.
Well, and as you're looking ahead to this show on August the 2nd, gates open at 6 p.m. That's when the doors do, and then Puddle of Mud's going to take the stage at 8. The opener's going to be determined here in a couple of weeks here, but they're going to take the stage, I'm sure, at 7 p.m. What's your thoughts, though, just about this show with Puddle of Mud hitting the stage?
I think people, you're going to know a lot of their music. If it's not ringing a bell right now, look them up. You will know a lot of their songs. And I really think that it's going to be an exciting evening. It's going to be an energy-packed evening. And people just... We've never had issues. We've always had good shows, always had good crowds. So I expect that to continue. Well,
and the performers enjoy it too. And I think that's something that speaks volumes, because for a lot of, folks, especially if you're touring and all that, and you're just trying to, get through to the next town, especially if it's your business, you aren't really going to take a stop. But, hell, especially like Vanilla Ice stopping in and eating at Golden Corral and then going to talk to folks even before the show. And, all those artists really seemed, especially the last couple of years, to enjoy their stay.
Well, that's one thing over the years that I've been involved, and going back to when a lot of this bigger stuff started, we've developed a good reputation as a good venue, because you have an artist that has a bad experience, that goes through the industry. The agents all know about it. We've never had any issues in terms of that. When we call, they listen, because the reputation is out there that we run a good operation, and the artists have a good time when they come here. They have a good experience. So that helps open some doors as well.
Well, and now as we creep closer and closer to August 2nd, we'll be back on with more details on the Puddle of Mud concert, plus all the other great things. Fireworks on the Mississippi is going to be here before we know it. And Dan will join us and fill us in on that in a couple.
And there's other events at the Amphitheater. There's the MRF is in June.
Well, and that's what
the Alton Midwest Nationals F1 races are back. So the schedule is starting to fill out.
Well, and what I think is really cool is, like we were just talking to Lindsay yesterday, is the fact that, when it comes to like the nationals, like your guys' fingerprints are still on it as a commission, and you guys are you still have a part of it, in some way, shape, or form. And like even with MRF, you're bringing in some lively entertainment, and you got a lively group of guys.
We're there to back up the organizers of the MRF any way we can, because we want them to be successful, because it's bringing people to the community. It's giving the people an opportunity to see more live music. So anything we can do on the back end to be supportive of them, we're going to try to do.
Well, and then also, you have the other music festival. HL is going to be there in July. And like you said, it just really starts to expand the map of, wow, there's something to do in Alton almost every weekend in the summer, especially on the riverfront. And that's the best place to be.
Absolutely, because that brings people in. They see the jewel of our city, and then hopefully we get them out to our local businesses and help out our local businesses.
Well, I'm telling you what, if you ain't getting VIP tickets to have some Johnson's Quarter catering, you're missing out. That's all I'm telling you. And Dan, with that being said, what time do tickets go on sale Friday?
10 a.m. Friday.
We'll link everything on an article on RiverBender.com, but you heard it here, and I love to say it. Heard it here first. Thank you, Dan Herkert. The Puddle of Mud, August the 2nd at 8 p.m. at the Alton Amphitheater. Going to be a heck of a show. I can't wait to see you there. We'll be there on hand and having fun with you every step of the way. Dan, always good talking to you, and we'll talk again soon.
Pleasure to be here.
We'll take a quick break. More Daily Show on this Wednesday morning comes your way next on Roku and RiverBender.
Cardin Circus is coming to town. It's fun for the whole family. Don't miss out. Get ready for breathtaking aerial stunts and a heart-pounding thrill ride that will have you on the edge of your seat. 2 nights only. See the magic in Jerseyville on May 27th and Highland on May 29th. Bring the whole family and experience the wonder of Cardin Circus. Get your tickets now at glowcircus.com.
Oh no, another bad headache? Yeah. Maybe it's time to see your doctor.
OSF Healthcare can handle all of your family's primary care needs, including diagnosing health issues or referring you to a specialist. Schedule an appointment today.
For the biggest selection of pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs in the Riverbend, visit AltonToyota.com or stop by their location on the Homer Adams Parkway in Alton. Winner of the prestigious President's Award, Mungan Burkhardt Alton Toyota knows how to treat their customers, and they will help you find the vehicle that is perfect for you. For years, Mungan Toyota has been a fixture in the Riverbend, and now Mungan Burkhardt carries the tradition. New name, but the same great service you've come to expect.
Yo, what up? It's Mike Keith, the proud graduate of Lewis and Clark Community College. I got my start in broadcasting and now I work all over the country. I discovered my path in media, but I could have been an electrician. Or I could have been a nurse.
Maybe not.
Life's better when you're under the American Family Insurance roof because they know your house is home base for their dreams. Whether it's a kid like me aiming for the big leagues, ready? Future rocket scientist, or a budding prima ballerina. When you feel totally protected, your family's free to pursue their dreams. Which is good.
Let's go.
American Family Insurance.
With over 20 years of experience, Wilson's Tree Service has the expertise to handle all of your tree care needs. Licensed and fully insured, their team of experts are dedicated to providing reliable service. Plus, with a 24-hour emergency service line, Wilson's will always be there for you. Don't risk tackling that timber by yourself. Trust the local professionals at Wilson's Tree Service. Visit treeservicealtonil.org to get started today. You're listening to Our Daily Show with CJ Nasello on RiverBender.com.